Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I will tell you how to perform space analysis. Space analysis is done to evaluate whether the space is sufficient to accommodate the teeth in the arch. The aim of space analysis is to find out arch length discrepancy, which is space available minus space required. First, we will find out space required. Space required is total space in millimeter required in the arch to accommodate the teeth in the arch. It is calculated by the sum of the mesiodistal width of teeth present mesial to first molar of one side to the first molar of the other side. Remember, in space required, we will not measure width of first molars. Now I will show you how space required is measured. For this, take a divider and keep it on the widest mesiodistal width. Measure it with a ruler. Second premolar of this cast is 7 millimeter. Now write down the value in front of the tooth number. In the same way, I will measure the mesiodistal width of first premolar. Mesiodistal width of first premolar is 7 millimeter. If a tooth is rotated, you will have to rotate your divider with it. Like in case of this canine, I am rotating my divider. Width of this canine is 8 millimeter. Similarly, for lateral incisor, again I have to rotate my divider as it is a rotated tooth, that is in torsiversion. Its width is 7.5 millimeters. Next is central incisor of right side, which is 8 millimeter. So in the same way, you will measure the remaining teeth on the left side and note down your measurements here. After that, you will add the mesiodistal width of all these teeth and the answer will give you space required, which you will write here and here. In this cast, space required is 76 millimeter. Now I will tell you how to measure space available. Space available is the total arch circumference or arch perimeter calculated from mesial aspect of first molar of one side to the mesial aspect of contralateral first molar. In space available, just like space required, molars are not included. Space available can be measured in different ways. In brass wire method, a soft wire is placed from mesial of first molar of one side to the mesial of first molar on the other side. For maxillary molars, wire is placed from mesial aspect of first molar, then on central fissures of premolars to the cingulum plateau of anterior teeth and subsequently to the other side till mesial aspect of first molar. For mandibular arch, it is placed from mesial of first molar to the buccal cusp of premolars and to the incisal edges of anterior teeth and then similarly to the other side till mesial of first molar. The wire is then straightened and measured to calculate space available. In case of proclined incisors, pass the wire in the cingulum region, and if the anterior teeth are retroclined, pass the wire labial to them. Now I will tell you an easier way to measure space available, and this is the method we use in our department. It is done by dividing the teeth into segments, usually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will stay in the center of the arch irrespective of the tooth position. So let's say if the canine is outside of the arch, 2 buccal or 2 lingual, we will not follow the canine and still remain in the center of the arch. So this is our first segment, from mesial of first molar to mesial of canine. We will note the measurement. In this cast, it's 21 millimeters. For next segment, we will start from the point where we stopped previously until the midline. This is second segment and it's 15 millimeters. Then we move on to our third segment, which is from where we stopped previously to the distal of incisor, lateral incisor. And it is 14 millimeters. In this cast, the canine is in buccal version. But we will not go to buccal and will remain in the center of the arch. Our fourth segment starts from exactly the same point we stopped to the mesial of first molar. It is 19 millimeter. When we add the length of these 4 segments, we will get our value of space available. Write it here. Space available in this cast is 69 millimeters. Now we have measured both space available and space required. Arch length discrepancy is space available minus space required. If space available is equal to space required, there will be no crowding and no spacing. If space required is more than space available, there is going to be crowding and we will write it with negative sign. If space available is more than space required, there will be spacing. In this cast, maxillary arch length discrepancy is minus 7 millimeter, which is moderate crowding. In diagnosis, we will write minus 7 millimeter crowding in maxillary arch. For mandibular arch, the same procedure is repeated.